Hello, my name is Matthew Krause. I'm a business systems consultant with Opal Business Solutions, and today we will be looking at configuring a data source for Jet Reports for Business Central. Now, the assumption is that Jet Reports has already been installed on your computer, and now you're looking to configure how do I have Jet Reports present my data in Business Central in Excel. So there will be a few ways we can do that. I have up on the screen an example of the Business Central we will be using. And so for this example, we will be looking specifically at this account, and we'll be looking at around July. So we're going to connect this environment to Jet Reports through the data source, and we're expecting to see these same amounts. All right, so to do that, we'll want to go to Excel. Well, we have our Jet tab. Now, if you have Jet Reports installed, you should see this Jet tab. If you do not see this tab, it is likely you need to enable the add-in or make sure you have Jet Reports installed. Once you have it installed, you can go to Settings, Data Source Settings, and here I'm going to add a new data source. So I'm going to just call this one Test. For this example, we're using Dynamics 365's Business Central. And here there are a few options. You could, depending on where your Business Central environment is located, it'll depend on what option you choose. For this example, and for a lot of examples, the Business Central environment will be hosted in the cloud, and we're going to select Web Services Public Cloud. I'm going to add it. It is now going to authenticate and ask that I sign in as the user. So I'm going to use another account. And use the email here. It'll also want my multi-factor authentication. So this will likely be the email associated with the Business Central license to your individual user. So I am using an admin user account, but for your user, you'll likely just be using your own email, your own password, and the dual authentication, multi-factor authentication choice. So now that this is signed in as our user, we'll want to go to the Web Service tab. And here, we'll want to make sure that we're using OData Web Services, as Microsoft is moving away from SOAP Web Services. So as you can see below, a lot of this is already set up. However, this instance will need to be corrected to the right instance. I have the instance right here, and I'm going to paste it in here. So often what you'll need to do is you'll need to make sure that at the beginning of the instance, it has this version 2. And then in between here and here where I'm highlighting, this is the web ID of your Business Central environment. The person who set up your Business Central environment should know this or be able to find it. And last but not least, at the end here of the web instance, it says production, meaning we're connecting to the production instance. You can also connect to the sandbox instance if you type in sandbox instead of production. And then we should see down below, if I click on this down arrow, it's connecting to the environment and will allow me to choose one of the companies. So I'm going to be choosing this one. And then there are other fields here. As you can see, this is the web instance as it is taken out. And then we can test the connection. So I'm going to go back to the web service and I'm going to test the connection to make sure that we can connect. It says we've been established. That is great. I will hit OK here. And then I'm going to switch my instance to the test instance. Now I have here a simple Jet report that's going to show me the chart of accounts for the environment, as well as the period balance for the time that I indicate through the filter, as well as the year-to-date balance. So I'm going to run this jet report after I configure the data source and then compare it with the environment to make sure it is properly connected. So if I hit run, I have it set for July 1st of 2021 to July 31st of 2021. I'm going to run it. Depending on the length of your report, it may take anywhere from a few minutes to slightly longer. Okay, here we go. Now we can see if we go back to Business Central, we can see that account 1001, our cash account for the month of July of 2021 has an amount of negative $538.27. If we go back to our book, we can see right here, the period balance for the month that we indicated is July 1st to July 31st, and it has the exact same amount of $538.27 negative. We can now see that we have connected our Jet Reports environment to our Business Central production environment. Thank you. And if you need any more assistance, feel free to contact Opal Business Solutions at www.opalbiz.com. Thank you.